Hey, this is Joe from Complete Carnivore, and I'm back again with another cook on my Kudu Grill. Got this about a week and a half ago. Now, I've cooked once on it. This is my second cook, and I want to try something different. The first cook was flank steak and sausages. You can view my profile and see another video about that. But today, we're going to do a tri-tip. This is a tri-tip from Porter Road. I love their tri-tips. They have great flavor. About 2 pounds of meat, 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds, somewhere in there. It's got good marbling, good seasoning. I love the texture of these when they're done. I love the flavor. What I'm going to do on this one, though, a little bit of snow coming down out here. I don't know if you can see that. A little bit of snow. I want to use the lid. This is a smoker lid that comes with the Kudu Blaze package. So it's just going to kind of help hold some heat in, keep the snow off the meat. It just kind of sits on there. I got a couple chunks of oak wood down there, as well as some lump charcoal. So this is, I mean, I can hold my hand here for a few seconds and it's not blazing hot. There, it's getting hot. So there's some decent heat coming off here. So I just want to use this to hold some heat in and keep some snow off the meat. So we'll give this some time. We'll come back and check it. Also, it also helps hold some smoke in there, so we get some smoke flavor on the meat. You can use this. I don't know if I'd do a brisket or pork butt smoking this way, but you can do ribs, you can do chicken, things that are quicker cooks. So we'll let this go for a few minutes. We'll come back and see how it looks, flip it, take some temperatures, and see how this goes. All right, it's been about 5 minutes or so. We're gonna check this. I came out and flipped it once. I saw some pretty good flames coming out. It looks like it's searing up okay here for the first flip anyway. One thing I do like about the Kudu is it's pretty easy to raise and lower the grate. You got this little lever over here that kind of locks it in place. You don't want to crank it down too tight, just tight enough to gently hold it. You can swing the meat out of the way if it's overcooking, if you're getting flare-ups or anything like that. I think I'm going to raise this up a bit, put a little more air underneath there, cool it down a bit. I'll come take the temperature of this in about 5 more minutes. We'll see how the other side's looking. Once it gets up to temperature, I'll probably lower the grate way down and get a good sear on this. But so far, I'm liking the way this is cooking with this dome on. And I'm looking forward to eating this tri-tip. It smells really, really good. It smells, I mean, I can smell some of the oak smoke coming up from underneath here from those wood chunks that I got down in there. It's putting off plenty of heat. I mean, even standing here, I can feel a good amount of heat pouring out the sides. This gets hot enough where you probably want a glove or something to lift it up. You can lift it up with tongs, you can use an oven mitt, whatever you want. But yeah, overall, second cook on the Kudu, and I still really like it. I'm looking forward to trying some other stuff. My next thing I do will probably be a whole chicken. I'll spatchcock it, lay it down, and see how it cooks. But I'll be back in a few minutes and we'll look at this tri-tip again. All right, another few minutes have passed. Let's take a look at this. This is looking good. Let me check the other side. That is a beautiful color. We'll get it a little darker when we get to the searing part. Let's check the temperature here. And 97, 96. So it's got a few more minutes to go. We'll give it another 5 or 10 minutes. I like tri-tips about 130, 125 to 130. If it gets down to 120, I don't really care for the texture of it. I like it a bit warmer than that. So a little bit closer to medium than to rare. But we'll give this a few more minutes and then come back, and then we'll lower the grates and we'll get a really, really, really good sear on this. So I'm guessing 5 to 10 more minutes. All right, it's been about 5 minutes. We're back. Let's take a temperature here. See where we are. Yeah, 128 there. Yeah, 130. That's right about where I want it. Maybe a couple of degrees too high. Now we're going to get this down here. I'm going to give it a few flips. Get some good color on here. This is looking like a beautiful tri-tip. Can't wait to eat it. One thing to keep in mind with tri-tip is the grain kind of runs 2 different directions. It kind of is almost a radial pattern starting here. So here the grain's running this way, and once you get over here it starts running this way. So the best way to carve it is start here, kind of cut this way. When you get to it, I usually like cut it in half right about here. You can kind of see a little bit of a seam there where the grain changes direction. Then take this piece, cut it like this, and take this piece and cut it this way. So then you have meat that's against the grain. It'll be tender, it'll be delicious. If you cut it with the grain, it's going to be very, very tough and hard to chew. So one thing to keep in mind with tri-tip. Again, I'm just going to give this a couple flips. It doesn't need much. It's pretty. It's got some good color on it already. It'll have a good smoke flavor from these oak logs that are burning down there. So this is going to be a wonderful piece of meat. Can't wait to eat this one. And I think I'm going to call this good. We'll give it a rest for a few minutes. Again, I'm really liking the Kudu. It's a fun grill to cook on. It's different than most other grills. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try to snuff out this charcoal. And I'm guessing this lid will get blazing hot here after a while. So we'll try to get most of the coals in there. Ooh, yeah, that's hot. We'll just let that sit, snuff out those coals, and we'll have some charcoal we can use for next time. So, all right, thanks for watching. If you have any questions about the Kudu, let me know. I'll put a link to it below. I'll put a link to Porter Road where you can buy those tri-tips. And yeah, let me know if there's any questions you have about this grill or anything you want to see. I'm going to be filming a lot more videos over the next few months on this. So thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, do all those good things, and we'll see you on the next video.